If you've got any item, usually plastics or rubberized surfaces, where the surface has turned gooey, sticky and untouchable. This usually happens when the surface degrades over time. And it doesn't only occur on cheap items. This camera cost me a crazy amount 10 years ago. The grip got really sticky and the camera was unusable. I cleaned that up and now it's perfect. My Chauvet Intimidator 350s, the same. On the top where the gobos fit, really sticky. This does need cleaning now. You can see that if I put the paper towel on, it grips and sticks and you have to pull it off. I cleaned that up and now if I put a paper towel on it, it just falls off. Perfect. These headphones are quite old. You can see all the fluff that's stuck to the surface. Sticky, gooey, makes your hands filthy, putting them on and taking them off. That needs to be removed. Other plastics, tools, remote controls can end up the same way. Instead of throwing these items away, here are a few ways that I recommend to clean these treasured and valuable items. First of all, what's most important is preparation. Get yourself some rubber gloves, disposable gloves. I recommend using them. You just might need them. You might think it's overkill, but you just might be able to clean for longer and better when there's no irritation to your skin. Make sure you're in a well-ventilated area. Do not use any abrasive cleaning cloths or pads, and definitely no scourers. These are likely to ruin the surfaces of your items. Here are a few ways that I recommend to clean these treasured and valuable items. The best cleaning method for these items just might be the cheapest. You may find them in your home, you may find them in your workplace, or maybe even your neighbor has some of these. If you have these products readily available in your house, try those first. Please do like and subscribe. And if you want to help and you have some other alternative cleaning methods, please do drop them in the comments below. Only use one cleaning method at a time. Do not mix these cleaning methods together. If one cleaning method proves unsuccessful, try your best to remove all traces of that product from that surface, and only then, at a later occasion, following all the preparation steps, try another. The first three cleaning methods I recommend are baking soda and tap water, liquid soap and tap water, and alcohol-based cleaning methods. And I also have one other method that will cost you absolutely nothing. A few years ago, times we may never forget, losing all our DJ jobs, there was hand sanitizers, sanitizer cleaning cloths, gel hand sanitizers in abundance, almost everywhere. Liquid hand sanitizers, most of these are alcohol-based. Well, everyone I can find at the moment is alcohol-based. I think most people might have these knocking around in their house somewhere. Even though they may be out of date, they're still likely to work. Again, prep is important. I recommend using those disposable rubber gloves. Excessive use of these will temporarily remove the natural moisture from your hands. Make sure you're in a well-ventilated area where there are no naked flames or heat sources. Apply small amounts to a cleaning cloth and first test on an inconspicuous area to test how this application affects the area. The rest is common sense. Clean the item gently to see what results are achieved. It would be better to pass over the area with a few applications rather than being firm or too firm and maybe damaging that surface. These solutions dry pretty quick, so once the area is dry, you can see the results. Alternatively, the alcohol-based wipes. These are ready to use. A cloth saturated in the solution. Same again, cleaning with common sense until all the sticky goo has been removed. Some of the alcohol-based cleaning products have a high alcohol content. When these are applied to a cleaning cloth, you may notice that they evaporate quickly, maybe more so with the wipes. So you'll need to clean quite efficiently with these methods, making sure that you use them as soon as you've removed them from the container and keep that lid shut. Baking soda and water, another thing you may find in your household, and if not, maybe your neighbor has it. Alternatively, you find it in many supermarkets, and it's quite cheap. Mix the baking soda with tap water until you create a paste-like solution, and that is what you apply to your cloth or a gloved finger or the surface to be cleaned, and start the cleaning process. Same again, common sense with that cleaning motion. lightly cleaning. You may need to be a bit more careful with this one as it may be a bit more runny, and if you've got areas that have got fine grooves, this may run into it and it may be quite difficult to remove. Also, make sure that if you're putting this on buttons that you're very careful around each button, and if there are batteries in these items, remove them first. The last thing you want is any of these solutions seeping down into the electronics, further damaging what you're cleaning. Liquid soap and water. You do not need any explanation for this. This is general cleaning. Soap and water applied to the area. Same again. Make sure you don't overdo it, that you've got too much solution because it will damage parts if it runs down into them. If you can remove the plastic area that needs to be cleaned, do that first. There are other products that have cleaning capabilities and properties. Give those a try following all the steps I've mentioned. If you are cleaning an item that originally had a grippy rubberized surface, for example a camera grip or a rubberized speaker handle, there is a chance that after cleaning it with some of these solutions, that surface may change state and now become smoother. In some cases that just might be the trade-off when removing that gooey, sticky, tacky, untouchable surface. You may find on some heavily textured surfaces that gentle use of an old unused toothbrush may be more effective. You can prevent or slow down your items from producing this horrible, tacky, sticky, gooey surface. Try to keep them in ventilated areas, not locked away or shut away in a cupboard or in a flight case. If they're not used for a long time in these places, the surfaces tend to degrade and the sticky, gooey problem forms. I've heard that WD-40 can also be used and works. Be very careful with that. Extremely careful, in fact, with that one. Going back to that method that I mentioned will cost you absolutely nothing. This just might be the solution for some of those items that have been locked away for ages, and that is by exposing it to air. After a few days out exposed in just normal conditions, ambient temperatures, this actually lost its tackiness and was restored to its normal finish. This won't happen with everything, but it's definitely worth a try. Some items it will go away and some items it just might make it a bit more touchable and it just still might need a proper clean. This just might be the method to choose first if you haven't tried it already. Whichever cleaning method you're most comfortable with, use that method first. Make sure you're cleaning these items on a surface that you won't damage and is easy to clean. And once you've used your product of choice, make sure you put it back in a dry, safe place. Good luck.